Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a hot minute since I've been on there, but life's been happening and mental health has been happening. So I thought I'd do a fun video today to show how I do my makeup, my face routine and everything, because I've had a few people ask me how I do the wing liner, so I might as well show the whole thing. So I've just washed my face with it's like a soft cream cleanser. Basically you put it on when your skin's dry, rub it all in, get a hot cloth cleanser, that's what it's called. Get a hot cloth, put it on to open up your pores, wipe it off, and you've got lovely clean skin. After I do that, I pop on this, I don't know if you see, L'Oreal Triple Active for dry and sensitive skin, because that's what I actually have. I know a lot of people have combination skin, which must be really awkward to have to deal with, but my skin just gives me one problem. So as you can see, I pop on 4 dollops around my face and then I give it all a rub in, and sometimes I put too much, so as you can see, I put a little bit too much this time. Yeah, I go right up to my hairline. I'm sure some things that people may have noticed is that I've got this line across here of lighter skin, so sometimes that may seem like, oh, I haven't got the right foundation, or you know, it's too dark, but actually that is a factor from a couple of years ago. I went to someone who does hair, can't say a hairdresser because a hairdresser wouldn't have done this. They put the bleach on my hair and they bleached my skin in the process. I said it was burning me, it was hurting. They're like, oh, you just need a little bit longer, you just need a little bit longer. But yeah, that's what the result. So it's been about 3 years now. I don't think my skin tone's coming back, so I just have to deal with that. Anyway, back onto the makeup. So I've got my moisturizer on, and then I use this Hydrate, I don't know if you can see, by Makeup Revolution. It's really moisturizing. I've only just started using this one because the one I was using before was a bit too drying, and then it made my look really dry. It's very liquidy. I just pop on a bit of that with my hands, not as much as the because it's just forming a base for my makeup. So yeah, get that all in, feel nice and moisturized. And now I go for the foundation. I know a lot of people, they use concealer, especially like here I've got red bits, but what I like about the foundation I use, it's buildable. I used to use concealer for under eye bags, but then it gave me the opposite effect of looking like a deer in headlights, for lack of a better explanation. It was really sort of lighter around the eyes compared to the rest of the face. So I thought, why do that when I can just build up with the right color matching foundation that I have? So the foundation that I use is MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC 43.5. I really appreciate that they do like half measures of their foundation for darker skin tones, or all skin tones really, because yeah, it's really hard sometimes to match your face and your skin. So yeah, really appreciate that from MAC. Also, this is the brush I use. I know some people like to use the flash brush, some people like to use the round brush. I use this mixed brush from Icoconic. So I start out really light with how I build it up. I do one half of the face than the other. I don't know why, it's just a habit I've got into. I guess so I can compare halfway how it's looking. Yeah, so I sort of like buff it in to my skin, going all around the eye area, because I have very sensitive eyes, but I find that this one doesn't really upset my eyes so much. See, it's leaving a few streaks, but I'm going to show you a trick that I do at the end to make sure I get that nice airbrush finish. Right, so I've kind of done one side of the face, and then I'm going to do the other. Trust me, it looks weird and like not blended at the moment, but when I'm done, it's going to have that sort of airbrushed look that I want. the hashtag no filter type of effect. Yeah, so just mixing up to the hairline because that's where I have a lot of issues. So I can see a few bits where I need a little bit more on the forehead. So I've got a just right there, you see what I mean? A little dab there. Yeah, just gives it a nice mix, build up. Okay, so I'm kind of content with that as my base layer. Now I'm going to show you my trick for making sure that it looks airbrushed. So I do use the Eco Tools one. We can change the head. I don't know, I just find Eco Tools are my favorite brush brand, and this is called the Base Buffer. Right, so what I just do, I just buff the face, and after a few it makes it have that sort of airbrush look to it. Just go around it. Whereas if you've got a bit too much build up, just buffing it down all around. And now I don't have the streaks that I had before that I was getting with the foundation application brush. It gives me more of an airbrushed effect. I swear by this method. May have taken a little bit off and just brush that in. Yeah, there we go. I'm happy with that for my base, because remember, this is just my base, not the whole look. I'm not going outside looking like this, because I just look like one shade, and nobody's face really looks like one shade, does it? Right, so the next thing I do is I do my eyebrows. And so they're due for a shape, and you see I've got a few hairs just growing out. I've never had particularly thick eyebrows, but you just have a few of those sparse hairs and just could do for a little bit of shaping. I mean, I didn't even get my eyebrows waxed until I was in my late 20s, and I mean, I do it now. I probably could get away with not doing it just because of how sparse the hairs grows, but I do like how Becky from the Beauty Spot does my eyebrows. So just I outline it first with pencil, because it's just the way I do it. This is, oh, I didn't say what this one was. This is Archery by Soap and Glory. I do have a few other ones that I use on occasion. It just depends on how I want my eyebrows to look that day. When I want a bit of a more of a natural sort of filling in, obviously that's the one that hasn't been done, that's the one that has been done, I always go with Archery. The other one that I use gives more of a striking look to your eyebrows, and let's say it depends how natural I want to go that day. Yeah, and fill it in. Really, I just follow the contours of my eyebrows, ignoring the sparse hairs that are on the end. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let me just fill in a little bit more here, so it looks a bit more even. So lots of little movements I do, so it sort of mimics what the natural eyebrow would do. So that's my eyebrows done. Now, depending on the look I'm going for, I might put eyeshadow. Eyeshadow I hadn't really worn it until a year ago. So you know what? Let's pop some eyeshadow on. Okay, so I have two main palettes that I use. I really swear by Makeup Revolution. They're highly pigmented for what you pay. It's really, really good price for what you pay. That's just my basic sort of nude sort of one. I've got this gorgeous one I recently bought. It's Butterfly, I think it's called. It's got some absolutely beautiful colours, and they're very highly pigmented, so you don't have to be putting loads and loads on to try to get an effect. Obviously, the more you put on, the stronger the sort of effect goes. So I think I'm going to go for a nude look today because of what I'm wearing, which is sort of not such bright colours today. And I tend to do a sort of matte inner, and then I do shiny on the outside. that's just the habit I've got into. So yeah, we'll go with that today. I know some people use their fingers to do this, but I don't like the effect that I get when I do it with my fingers. I don't know, maybe I just haven't got the technique down right. Yeah, this is a nice colour. I'll do the same on the other side. Yeah, for the inside I only go up to the crease of, I don't even know what's that. I'm a physiologist, I'm supposed to know what body, but if it ain't the heart, I don't know. Okay, so for the outside one, I am going to go with a lighter colour, but it's got a bit of sparkle to it, so yeah. And then I go up a bit more to my eyebrow. Yeah, I like that look that gives. It's really about experimenting, and if you don't like it, just blend it out with your foundation. A little bit more colour to this side before I put on my world famous winged eyeliner. Okay, you'll see with the outfit this does match. It's not just me doing random colours. Yeah, let me just blend these two colours together on both sides. Yeah, okay, now it's wing eyeliner time. So I've got various ways in which I do this. So I've got another Makeup Revolution, I think it's called Renaissance. I love the packaging of that. I think it's so cute. Yeah, so that is a pen. The easiest way to do it, if I'm honest. I also have, for when I'm being very, very precise, MAC, it's called Black Track. It's a gel eyeliner, which I have a little pen, not pen, brush, eyeliner brush, go with that one. And then I have another way of doing it, depending how I feel, of a liquid eyeliner. This one's from Berry M. I've got another one from oh, what's the brand? Is it Maybelline? I don't know. That I've got that I'm not as keen on because it goes on, but it's not waterproof. So every time, like with allergy season, and it goes, and yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's not a good look for me. To the panda eyes going down. So today I am going to do, if I can find where I've put it, I'm going to do it with the pen. Now the trick is always to start with the side of the face that you're not good on, which is usually your non-dominant hand side. I'm right-handed, so here we go. Now usually I do this in front of my makeup mirror, and I'm doing this with a front-facing camera, so we'll see how, just plug myself in the eye. See how it goes. Okay, so I've lined it, and this is a bit, I usually try to follow the contour of the eye, and then sweep it across. Now I know some people say you don't need to stretch the skin in order to do it, but because I've got quite a fold there, I find I do need to, in order to have a nice line. Yeah, you know, do what works for you. There are no rules to makeup. I don't think. There we go, that's better. So I have nearly done, you know, I'm actually okay with that one. I think I'm done that side. It'll dry, be less shiny as it dries. Now to try to match what I've done on the non-dominant side to my dominant side. And this is usually where it all goes wrong. And then you end up building, and then you've got massive wings. But then, you know, pretend that's what you wanted to do. Yeah. So, one thing actually I wanted to point it out. So, I have my mental health difficulties, as I'm sure a lot of people do. You know, it's not something that's easy to talk about. And a lot of times I go out the house and I seemingly look put together. But I can tell you, you can't judge somebody's internal world by how they look on the outside. Because I often look my best on the outside when I'm feeling my absolute worst on the inside. And that's because it gives me something to target my energy on. You know, when I feel like that I've got that electricity running through my body, or, you know, I'm dealing with symptoms of psychosis. Oh God, this is, let me show you. It helps me to focus. Gives you something to distract you from what's going on in your head. So yeah, sort of like, don't judge a book by its cover, because inside that book might be rather scary, even if you can't understand it. So yeah, one side's thicker than the other. Let's try to alright, that's better. I know I've got a few dots here and there, but let's pop that back where it belongs. Right, just gotta get rid of, you know what, I'm leaving it, and if anyone asks, it's intentional, it's an extra beauty mark. Right, so now after I've done the upper bit of the eyes, it's time to do the mascara. Now this is my favorite mascara. I mean, if they ever get rid of it, I'll cry. They're Real by Benefit. It's waterproof, which is great for people like me with really watery eyes. You can build it as much as you want, and it gives you that kind of, I've got false lashes on but I don't, because fun fact is I've never worn false lashes because they absolutely terrify me. I'm always someone who's poking themselves in the eye, intentionally, unintentionally, and I can just see it happening with wearing false lashes, that I will end up walking around with a lash on my cheek. And because English people are so polite, no one would tell me till I got home and realised that I look a hot mess. So that's why I don't wear false lashes. Maybe someone can convince me otherwise. Yeah, can you? Yeah. Right, okay, so I've done that top half of my face. I always find it funny that I did my eyes like that because I wear glasses, and half the time people can't see, but I do it for me. That's the important thing to realise. You don't wear the makeup for anyone else, you're doing it for yourself. So I'm just changing the head on this to my angled blusher brush. Now I've got a blusher palette from Makeup Revolution as well, which I swear by. So this is the blusher palette. I love it's got a huge range of different blushes you can want. I think today I'm going for a darker blusher, just because I'm wearing a darker toned outfit. We'll go for this one. So I sort of just pat it on. I don't know if you can see, just pat it onto the brush, get as much pigment as I can on it. And you're like, why are you making that face, Jay? Well, it's because I don't have very defined cheekbones, and if I don't do that, I don't know where my cheekbones are. Someone once said to me, oh, with time, you won't need to make that funny face. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that to happen. Yeah, I mean, once it's on there, you kind of know where you're going, but to get there, you gotta, okay. Now, a trick that I learned from an actual makeup artist is if the line around your blusher is too defined for you, what you just do is you take your brush that you applied your foundation with and just sort of buff it out until you're happy. because what's the worst that can happen? You've already put the foundation on underneath. Okay. Oh, just a bit there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And now for my favorite bit, where it means I'm almost done, is highlighter. Now this I've only started doing recently because I was like, I've got darker tone skin. I don't know how highlighter is supposed to work for me. I actually around Christmas got a number 7 like kit for free when I bought something number 7 wise. And see, look, the eyes are already watering. See what I'm talking about? And with that, it was a sparkly one, and I actually liked how it came out. So when I want a non-sparkly one, I use this L'Oreal Icoconic Glow, because it's got coconut something or other. It does smell nice with coconut. So I just put a little swirl on my brush, and then just go with the light would hit your cheekbones where they would go. So you see, it's very subtle, which is what I want. I don't want to look like I'm going clubbing every time I put makeup on. It just sort of highlights the area around your eye a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And finally, the fun bit is choosing the lipstick. So as you can see, I'm a bit of a MAC addict. I'm missing 2 because my 2.5-year-old likes to play with my very expensive lipstick, and send help. Send your prayers, send help. My favorite color is Russian Red. I used to go with MAC Red, but it was a bit too shiny for me. So now I go, this is Russian Red. I like it. It's a very blue red. It's very deep tones. So because I'm not going out anywhere today where I'm going to be eating and drinking, I am not going to bother lining my lips. I usually do line it if I'm going out for the night, because it helps the colours to last a bit longer. But no. Okay, get the line, and then I just fill in, make sure I've got all the reds today. That was not intentional. So that's pretty much it, how I do my makeup when I'm just popping to the shops. So I just need to do my hair. You can see it's big afro behind there. I think I'll show you how I do an easy everyday go to here. Now I don't bother using a comb to find the where I'm going to put my part. Oh, got a zigzag part going on there. So an easy hairstyle for me with my natural 3C 4A. I see 3C at the back, 4A at the front. It's a bit stretched out at the moment because I put it in braids as soon as I came out the shower, just to give me some more length. I am trying to grow out my nails again after quite a few years of bleaching and dyeing my hair. Secret is, I said I was going to stop doing that when I discovered I had some grey hairs, and I've got some grey hairs at the back. So I was just like, okay, well, you made a promise to yourself that you were going to stop doing this afterwards, and don't break promises, not even to yourself. You deserve that. So an easy sort of way of going out. Now I do have a red cloth. I call it cloth because I bought it from Hobbycraft as a giant thing of cloth, but because I've got so much red on, you know, it's not Christmas, I think that's enough red. So what I'm doing here is it's sort of a 2-strand flat twist. I'm not very good at doing braids, you know, cornrows on myself. I got no problem doing it on other people, but I just can't do it on myself. Luckily I've got the 2.5-year-old who has really long hair, and sometimes he lets me do that to his hair because I haven't got any curls. And his hair is long enough. So once I get it towards the back, because I kind of want this to go the whole way round, kind of like a crown, I get some bobby pins and pop them at the back just to hold it in place while I do the other side. Yeah, this is like my go-to hairstyle because it's kind of vintage looking. I can like tart it up if I want to with a hair flower, or it's great for hiding your hair under a turban, or a scarf. But today I think I'm going for the crown. And okay, then I get another bobby pin. Oh, dropped it, 1 second. Another bobby pin. Right, so I've got my 2 bobby pins, but I want a crown at the front and a low bun at the back, because that is such an easy hairstyle to go. So I'm going to take this bit that I've got to the side. Okay, so it's a bit big for how I want. That is where, sorry about that, I get my hairnet. So these hairnets I actually got from Claire's Accessories, because it's not just for little girls. I'm just saying that, you know, women, we can shop there where they think we're getting the money from. So it's a big hairnet meant for your whole head. So what I do is I put it to cover it, twist it, and cover it again, and then just make sure that all the hair is tucked in. Right, I'm going to put something here to hide the fact that I've got a bright pink ear elastic. So 1 second and I will show you the whole look. So hello again. I have a gold, I was going to say silver, it is clearly gold, a gold hair bow that I got from Swagman's daughter, and this is my outfit for today. So I'm wearing a pinafore pencil skirt, I don't know if you can see, with a collective knitted polo, and that's my look for today. So thanks for watching with me, and I hope you're having a lovely Jubilee weekend. Bye.